Throughout history, men and women of faith have looked toward one event, the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Now, in 2025, something extraordinary is happening. Signs are appearing in Israel, and believers around the world are watching with anticipation and urgency. The long-awaited Red Heifer has been found. The plans for the third temple are in motion. And prophecy after prophecy is aligning before our very eyes. But what does this mean? Are we witnessing the fulfillment of end-time prophecy? Could these events signal the return of the Messiah? The world is watching, and so should you. To understand the significance of the Red Heifer, we must go back thousands of years to the time of Moses. According to the book of Numbers, chapter 19, the Lord commanded that a perfect, unblemished red heifer be sacrificed, its ashes used for ritual purification. Without this sacrifice, the priests and the people could not be cleansed, and the temple could not be rebuilt. For centuries, no red heifer met the biblical requirements. Until now. In recent years, multiple unblemished red heifers have been discovered, and according to reports, plans are now being made for their sacrifice. For many, this is a sign that the third temple is not just a distant dream, it could become a reality in our lifetime. The Bible is filled with prophetic warnings about the last days. Many of these center around Jerusalem, the temple, and the coming of the Messiah. The prophet Daniel spoke of a time when the temple would be rebuilt, only to be desecrated by a great ruler, Daniel 9:27. The prophet Ezekiel described in great detail a future temple, greater than any before, Ezekiel 40-48. And the book of Revelation warns of a time when the Antichrist will set up his throne within the temple itself, Revelation 11:1-2. Could the discovery of the red heifer and the push for the third temple be a sign that these prophecies are about to be fulfilled? Are we standing on the edge of the most significant biblical events since the resurrection of Jesus Christ? The third temple is more than a religious structure. It is a symbol of divine prophecy, spiritual authority, and geopolitical tension. The Temple Mount is one of the most contested religious sites in the world. Currently, it is home to the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque, two of Islam's holiest sites. Any attempt to rebuild the temple could spark massive conflict, not just in Israel, but around the world. Imagine the world's reaction if construction began. Would it be celebrated? Or would it ignite a firestorm of religious and political upheaval? This is why many believe the rebuilding of the temple is not just a prophetic sign, it is a trigger for events that will change the world forever. The discussion about the third temple leads us to one of the most profound questions: who is the Messiah? For Jews, the Messiah is yet to come, a great leader who will restore Israel and establish an era of peace. For Christians, Jesus Christ is the Messiah who will return in glory, bringing judgment and salvation. For Muslims, Isa, Jesus, will return to defeat the Antichrist, Dajjal, and bring justice to the world. Are these beliefs connected? Could we be closer than ever to the greatest event in human history? Jerusalem has always been at the center of God's divine plan. The Bible tells us that Jesus will return to this very city, placing his feet upon the Mount of Olives, Zechariah 14:4. Could it be that Jerusalem is unknowingly preparing for this moment? Are the events happening today setting the stage for his return? The signs are clear. The question is, are we paying attention? The red heifer is here. The third temple is being planned. The prophecies are aligning. The Bible warns us to be watchful, for no one knows the exact day or hour of the Lord's return, Matthew 24:42. But one thing is certain, we are living in prophetic times. So the question is, are you ready? If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on biblical prophecy. Let us stay vigilant, for the time may be near.